time for the cast. I just want to bring out the director of this show, Andy.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dixon Place. We would like to thank Dixon Place first. This is it's an incredibly generous theater. It'll give you a lot. I can't believe I'm crying. They're very generous. For us to have this opportunity, I can't even look because as soon as I see a friend, I'm like crying. They give you this incredible space to put on theater. I am Herman Shevek's director of the show, but also I'm his husband. We've been together for 20 years this past Friday. We met doing the Saigon, fell in love, and committed that we were always, let's stay in theater in some capacity in our lives. Herman has worked on this show for years, and I cannot believe I am being so emotional. Sorry. He has worked on the show for years, and we started it as a cabaret. He did My Private Broadway, where he would sing songs from his shows that he starred in on Broadway. And then he worked with a writers group and developed it into his own expression. So he has written all of the songs in the show tonight. And we have never written a musical before, and it's very hard. It is very, very hard. We know there are flaws with this piece, lots of them, but this is the stage we got to tonight, and it was wonderful, the pressure of having to do it. And thank you all for coming. So thank you, Dixon Place. Thank you to the incredible cast who have offered their incredible talents in a minimal amount of time. We have, Herman wants to say this very sincerely. People are on book. Herman will need to use his script here. Emmy Collegato, a friend of ours, is our script person. All the cast is holding their book, so please forgive us as this work in progress unfolds. Okay, so when you go to see a friend in the theater, the biggest fear is that after the show you have to tell them what you think of the show. So we're going to make you all comfortable. When you see Herman after the show, you're going to do the stereotypical, Herman, you were on that stage. Herman, you were on that stage. If you want to then praise him later, we'll take all the praises. But let's just have a good time tonight. Tomorrow, though, the phone lines open at 10 o'clock. My phone, Herman's phone, texting world, because we sincerely want your feedback. That's why we invited friends and family to come to this, so that you would tell us what you think of it. But tonight, let's just have fun. If you film or take a picture, just do it on the slide and send it to us. Don't tell equity. And finally, please have a wonderful time, and thank you again for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dolly Dinkle School of Dance AARP Talent Showcase. Hit it, Chris. What? It's called Old Man Dancing. I'm 55. Especially by standards for professional dancing is considered old. So, if I did a little dance recital, would you watch? Would you watch an old man dance? Yeah, that's the kind of energy we used when we watched Fred Astaire.
Gene Kelly, even an aging Baryshnikov. And I know we'd bring that same energy if we were watching an aging Michael Jackson, huh? Then, of course, these men are stars. And sure, we'll watch an old celebrity on Dancing with the Stars.
But watch any old man dance? I remember having dinner with some young director at which he said, when a guy gets old, he should just stop dancing. Who wants to watch that?
Though that really bugged me, I just nodded. Now, more than 25 years later, I get it. Because I feel it. And see it. And I understand that's why an aging man will turn his love of dance toward being a teacher, a choreographer, or the creator of a company. But if he doesn't do that, what's an old dancing man left to do?
Nam yo ho renge kyo. Nam yo ho renge kyo. Nam yo ho renge kyo. Yes, on the dot. A perfect 20-minute meditation. Good morning. Let me see. How's it going?
The guarantee said my skin would be glowing. Yes, it seems these botanical creams could help fulfill my anti-aging dreams. Because when I'm old, I'll have to face it by getting hold of anything that can erase it. When it gets worse, well, I'll hire a nurse. Till then, I'll fight to put things in reverse. Cause I wanna get
Better with time that when people see me, they'll tell me that I'm gonna get better with time and outside and in. I'm better than I've ever been.
What? Today you decide to not make coffee? Nice. For years, you do the same thing without showing any signs of aging, wear and tear, and then done. It's over. Wouldn't it be great if we all could do that? Do the same thing at the same reliable level, day after day, and then not. I'm signing out, folks. Bye. You suck. Quit defying me! I want my coffee! You decide not to work. But I know it's just your ploy to toy with me. You are cooperative, inanimate jerk. What I know is you enjoy annoying me. Why do you tease and taunt? When you should just do what I want! You make me go! 0 to 60. Cause you do what I don't want you to do. I go! 0 to 60. No doubt you think it's all about you. Oh no! 0 to 60. And you break cause you just wanna make me go! 0 to 60. 0 to 60. 0 to 60. 0 to 60. 0! Let me turn the burner down low. Like I need to turn myself down low. I finished getting ready for the day, which should time out perfectly with me having hot water for my coffee, right? You inanimates, right? In days of yore, some lived for ages, like Methuselah or ancient Asian sages, but living so long could be so wrong, unless for centuries they stayed young and strong. I'll hold fast through all the blood, sweat, and tears when folks see me. They'll say I still look 53 cause I'm gonna get better with time. That the longer I live, it's evident I'm gonna get an audition. Awesome. And picture and resume sent. Oh, shit! The coffee! What? Wait, I turned you on. Hey, didn't I? For on, and now you don't turn on, even though I swear I turned you on. What are you guys trying to do to me? All I want is my morning coffee! Why do you tease and taunt? But you should just do what I want! I want to get better with time, but I can't be my best when all of you test and make me go 0 to 60. Wait! I'm gonna get better with time. That's why you resist, because I'll get pissed and make me go 0 to 60. 0 to 60. 0 to 60. 0!
I come home from a trip, and the first thing I hear as I enter our building is your madness coming from our apartment. I've asked you over and over not to curse or do your crazy talk when you're in the kitchen. You know everyone can hear everything through our apartment door.
But the coffee maker...
No! You get angry at everything.
But I've seen you get angry at stuff, too.
Of course, but when? When I'm working on a project.
I was trying to make coffee. It's a project.
I know, and so does the whole building. When you get angry, everybody knows. What do you think our neighbors think? You're on the co-op board. Even when we argue in public, though I've asked you 1,000,000 times to keep it down, everybody gets to hear. Your anger is so juvenile, so childish. I think you might have a problem.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously. It's embarrassing. You have bad cell phone reception? You go from 0 to 60. The subway is delayed 0 to 60. What am I going to have to deal with when you're an old man?
Hey, you're making too much out of my outbursts. And it's not like I do it all the time. Besides, I'm already working on it with my meditating.
Yeah, right. And it hasn't helped. I don't think any of that self-help shit you've done has helped. In fact, I think you've just churned up things from your past. And what do you have in the past to be angry about? You've always had a blessed life. A loving family who has always supported you, who gave you dance classes instead of making you get an after-school job. They believed in you. They wanted you to follow your dream.
I had some childhood stuff to deal with.
Not anything that justifies you freaking out the way you do. It's so out of control. This angry child within you has to be stopped, and now. The window of changing the way you are is closing. You might even be past it. Yeah. I'm going to the gym. You are going to, I don't know, go online like you always do. Find a way not to acknowledge the amazing life you've had and have, in a way that will help you calm the FDNY.
I'm sorry.
You better have found something by the time I get back, or I will.
No kiss. That's a first. Hey. Whoa! Lots of people have anger issues with inanimate objects. I'm not alone. A problem? If I have a problem, so do these freaks.
Expressing your anger against inanimate objects actually seems to increase anger. But anger turned inward can cause high blood pressure or depression.
Okay, then it's good that I'm not bottling it up. Anger can be in reaction to how effectively your goals are being met. The more important the goal, the stronger the negative feeling. No duh, thanks Einstein.
No amount of physical force can help us to solve our problems.
I know, got it. Loud and clear! What's this? Life vision exercises. Imagine yourself old, in your twilight years looking back over your life. That sounds depressing.
I remember when.
Ew, pathetic. You're making me go 0 to 60.
What's this?
Science has shown that anger causes the body to age much faster and is perhaps the most self-destructive emotion.
Getting angry makes you age more quickly than scientists have found.
People who experience high levels of hostility do themselves permanent
physical damage.
I wanna get better with time, that when people see me, they'll tell me that
He's right. I need to calm the fuck down. If not for nothing else, at least for my vanity. I'm calm. I'm happy. Am I still pretty, Mama? Okay. Let's see.
I guess we'll try that Twilight Years exercise. The one where I need to imagine myself old.
Looking back over my life at what I have achieved. Okay. He asked me to find something, and it just sounds like another kind of meditation. Simple enough.
He's gonna get better with time. No matter how old, he'll always be in his prime. He's gonna get better with time. And outside and in, he's better than he's ever
Transformation, but if this is how I'm gonna do old, I like it. So let's do this. Let's start at the very beginning, huh?
Story goes one.
You could see my feet pressing, dancing against from the inside of my mama's belly.
Story goes two.
The minute I could stand, I started dancing.
Story goes three.
I played the skirt from my sister as the costume I needed.
Story goes four.
My family lovingly watched as I did my thing. Who gets to start like that? Not everybody, but when your family believes that you're somebody, who gets to start like that? Though not like everybody, that's what it was like for me.
Story goes five.
I love to spin, and by imitating Nureyev, I got the concept of spinning.
Spotting is the action of snapping the head around while doing pirouettes. Like this. Single. Double. Triple.
Wow! When I was 5 and I saw that, I thought they did it like this. Cute, right?
Story goes six.
My family kept watching as I now did shows in the living room. My childhood sweetheart invited me to take lessons at her parents' studio.
Story goes eight.
And I got swept up into the wonderful world of dance. Who gets to start like that? Not everybody, but when you have that to believe that you're somebody, who gets to start like that? Though not like everybody, that's what it was like for me.
I wanna die. I wanna die.
I remember that. I was 8. I woke up and ran into the bathroom in the middle of the night and stared into the mirror saying, I wanna die. Wow, you're taking me there right now, kid. I can see the avocado green tiled sink, toilet, and tub in my mind's eye. Why did I do that? I hadn't seen death. I didn't even see my grandparents grow old. They had died before I was born. Why did I do that?
We didn't need to see death to realize that it's scary.
Yeah, the idea that it could all be over. Just when you're first realizing what it is you want to do with your life. Hey, why did you do that?
Story goes.
Right, okay. Where was I?
Story goes.
I started with ballet and got great training. Every year, our studio did the Nutcracker, where I grew from Fritz to toy soldier to Chinese tea. Teen years got busy with competitions, where I danced Don Quixote, Le Corsaire, and with the addition of jazz, a disco version of Flight of the Bumblebee.
Going to high school meant singing and dancing in our concert choir, for our community, and on local television.
Story goes.
Going to high school also meant doing the musicals. So whether for the choir, the show, at the studio, or on the gym floor, winning vinyl albums, at our Friday night dance contest, I was always dancing. So when my mom asked
Do
me,
you want to graduate high school early?
not only did I, at 17, I got accepted into the dance department at the Juilliard School. Who gets to start like that? Not everybody, but when your whole world believes in you're somebody, who gets to start like that? No, not like everybody. That's what it was like for me. That's what it was like for me.
Bar is both the apparatus that provides support and the movements you work on to warm up and develop good technique.
Clearly, getting into Juilliard at 17 was the culmination of both gaining the support he needed and him working on the moves.
Plie, bending.
Like the way his family had to bend to let their teenage son leave home and make his start in New York City.
I feel the music, and it compels me. With every movement, I just know what it's telling me to do.
Tendu, pointing, the way his teachers pointed the way.
And I know I gotta do it for you too.
Dégagé, brushing. Every day he was dedicated to brushing up his skills.
Frappe, beating, like the beating of his heart, knowing he was living a dancer's dream.
When I hear that rhythm, something inside me, it has to answer. It just knows that it's something it must do. And it knows it's gotta do it for you too.
Round the shawl, round the leg, more to come, just round the corner.
I gotta dance, please don't stop me.
Developé, to unfold. More opportunities began to unfold. Before starting freshman year, he auditioned for the revival of West Side Story and made it to final callbacks.
Didn't get it.
However, by the end of freshman year and right in time for summer break, West Side Story called me and invited me to audition again to replace someone leaving the show. I gotta dance! No, don't stop me!
Grandmama, kicking.
That's right. I was at Juilliard and Broadway was calling. It was grand knowing that things were just kicking off. I feel the music and it compels me. With every movement, I just know what it's telling me to do. And it knows it's gotta do it for you too. When I hear that rhythm, something inside me, it has to answer. It just knows that it's something it must do. And it knows it's gotta do it for you too. I gotta dance, please don't stop me. I gotta dance, show me to the floor. I
I'm feeling. Yes, its pull is getting stronger, so its lead I'll follow without question. If the timing's wrong or right, stay right. I might take flight. I gotta dance, it's the moment. I gotta dance, just give me the floor. I gotta dance, it's my moment. I gotta dance, I know that's what I'm here for. Center, now free of the bar, free of the support, I lean on the memories. I'm on my own, but I'm not alone. A lifetime of belief from family, friends, teachers, community, pulses through my body. I've trained for this. I did the dance competitions. Christ, I even auditioned for Joffrey when I was 15. Didn't get it. I was 16 when I auditioned for the tour of a chorus line and made it to the final 3. Didn't get it. I was 17 when I auditioned for West Side last year. Didn't get it. Now, at 18, it's just me and another boy auditioning for the dance captain.
Okay, guys, again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3.
Time is ticking, and though I am focused on the audition, my head is spinning. I have a show later this evening, my first paid gig, starring as the leading player in Pippin in the Park. Okay, my mind back on the audition. Last round of steps.
And 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1.
I got it! Oh, no time to lose. I dash from the studio to the train, to the backseat of the car, and get into costume when my sister then zooms us to the theater, and I make it right in time before the curtain goes up, and it's announced that I booked my first Broadway show! It's the moment! I gotta dance, I gotta dance, it's my moment. I gotta dance, I know that's what I'm here for.
2 weeks of rehearsal, and you're ready. Tomorrow, you're called in just to watch the matinee before you go on next week. Good job. Have a great night.
Thanks. You too. The next day, to enjoy this leisurely final prep before my Broadway debut, I smoked a doobie. Got an ice cream cone and went to the theater, looking forward to grabbing a seat to watch this show. As I'm signing in, I lick my cone, and all of a sudden the dance captain grabs me and says,
"Get ready, it's time to go now. Hold steady, you're in the hurry. Now is not the time to worry. You've learned every dance, you've learned every song. You've earned this chance, so don't prove me wrong."
I'm on Broadway. Hi. So nice to meet you. Yes, I know I'll beat you. I'm on Broadway. Hi. That's the climate. I know the time it. I'm on Broadway. Hi. This is my debut. It's just way too high. Hi. Hi. I'm on Broadway. Hi. I don't remember a thing. Not even curtain calls or bows? I didn't plan to be high on our debut. And besides, if I did, I learned to cast out a reputation for partying so hard one Saturday night that without calling in sick, most of them did not show up for the following Sunday matinee. So if anyone got a whiff of me, I fit right in.
8 shows a week while I study. I'll rumble with it, gets bloody. Rehearsal before the curtain is for him because I'm not hurting. Dance at school, nice dance on stage. How can I get cool? Look what I'm doing at my age. I'm on a Broadway high.
A new shark joined the cast, and his Broadway high made the sharks go low. After his first night, they put his head in the toilet and flushed it.
It's called a swirly.
We didn't initiate you because we felt sorry for you being thrown on early.
However, the next day, they ganged up on me.
I flailed some punches and broke the light bulb at my dressing table and hit one of them in the face. And though they tackled me down and slowly dragged me on the floor, I fought back. Then when one of them sat on my chest...
Shut up, baby! I'm gonna punch you in the face!
Okay, that's enough, boys. Let him go. You're not gonna get him.
I felt the shark pulling away. See, I kept us from being bullied in the real world and from chorus boys backstage on Broadway. Why are you bullying me now? Show closed about 6 months later. Still never worked as a waiter. Dance in Vegas, TV pilot. Yes, still at school all the while. It seemed my career was more than on track, shifting into high gear with no looking back. During summer break, I went on the European tour of West Side. Then, Juilliard granted me a 2-month leave to do it in Paris from my junior year. After the tour ended, cast members traveled further.
We're going to London.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Cats.
What's that?
Andrew Lloyd Webber's new musical, silly.
I had never heard of it. And actually, on first hearing, I thought it was some Jewish musical. Cats, K-A-T-Z. Delicals can and delicals do. Still, the day after I landed back in New York, I opened backstage and there it was. The audition notice for Cats USA. From the first cattle call, I knew I had it. I wore flesh-colored shoes, leg warmers, a unitard flesh-colored, that I rolled down to the waist, looking kind of naked, yeah. With a tight turquoise button-up t-shirt. When my group did the combination, I was the only one asked to stay by choreographer Gillian Lynn. Seeing her in her super sheer tights, I'd say my outfit helped. Then, lots of callbacks, even one on Easter Day. At the last one, after I sang, director Trevor Nunn had me sit on the edge of the stage to talk about me. Whatever I said worked, because the next thing I know, I'm going in for my original Pounceable costume fitting and into rehearsals right before becoming a senior at Juilliard. Days dance at school, nights dance on stage. Do I feel cool? I'm in the biggest Broadway rage. Oh, what a Broadway high. So hypnotizing while I kept rising on that Broadway high. There was no stopping, planned to keep topping the next Broadway high. And all the dancing just kept enhancing my high. High, high, I love that Broadway high.
Earning my BFA is timed with earning the understudy to the magical Mr. Mistopheles.
That meant it was time for the show to get reviewed again.
Actually,
When I took over the role a year later.
Let's see what would be said of our 22-year-old efforts.
if you want to see Mr. Mistopheles, go to London. We
lost that Broadway high. Those words in writing. Tears washed off the makeup as we got ready for the next show. But we kept fighting. And the cast and crew encouraged us with that show must go on kind of love. What was it all for? We lost that Broadway high. So broken-hearted. Just getting started. Nuh-uh. We've been working at this since we were 8.
And had other falls before this one. We missed the landing of a double tour, and 2 of those, in our annual recital, and fell on our butt and said shit out loud. The girls could hardly continue with their dance because they were giggling so hard. And then, as you pointed out, we didn't book any of our first auditions, and we were last. The Mr. Dance of America competition. But look where we got to. We're a lead in a Broadway show.
But not worth seeing. It hurt me being so low. Fell from so high to so low. This was our first Broadway review, and it was bad. Doesn't that make you angry?
You have been trying to make me angry this whole time that I'm looking over my accomplishments. I'm doing this I'm doing this exercise to calm down my Yes, that review hurt, made me angry, but it didn't stop me. I kept training. We kept training. And hard. Practiced the turns before every show. And kept spinning through all those feelings of failure. And did it pay off?
You're not saying anything because you know it did! What happened next? Why are you so obsessed with the bad moments and not enjoying the good ones? What happened next? He came to see the show. He came to see
Cats with me as Mr. Mustafa's. And afterward, he hung out with the cast, and as we watched Michael Jackson, the king of pop, leave, he turned back
and looked at me and said, I liked your spins. He said, I liked your spins. Michael Jackson liked my spins. I've been turning, twirling since I was a pretty young thing. It came naturally, easy as 1, 2, 3. Even when kids were cruel, dance was where I would rule. For in the mirror the man said I could and can. Then someone said I'm bad. That made me really sad. Overtaken by doubt, I was down and out. But look how that's undone when someone says you're the one. Stop! Did you hear? Don't stop. Michael Jackson liked my spins. Yeah, that's what the man said of all the praise I've heard this wins. Yeah, it's going right to my head. Michael Jackson liked my spins. Yeah, I gotta say it again. Michael Jackson liked my spins. Yeah, but this deserves an amen, amen, amen. Since I failed to achieve, that made me disbelieve, and I couldn't beat it, thinking I should quit. For it is black or white, you get it wrong, get it right, and you have to defer to human nature. But tonight I've been told words more precious than gold. I like to spin. Lit my fire, danced each night pushing.
And then what happened?
We kept pushing.
Yes, until...
Oh, if you are not the reason why I have my childish outbursts, why I go 0 to 60, you are definitely part of the reason. You're some young part of me holding on to crap I thought I had already put in the past. All right, I'll look at this again. And you're gonna sit and not run away. And listen, you know the story. The night I had to crawl off the stage after the Mistopheles number because of the pain. X-rays and orthopedists confirmed.
You have a stress fracture of your L5 vertebrae. Your back is broken.
We broke our back. But when we healed, 2 years later, we did some song and dance again.
You were grateful seeing the closing notice the first day when you signed in. We went for 2 weeks on Broadway.
You're right. I could still feel some pain in my back, which scared me. But then I went on tour with the show.
And we didn't perform opening night in the city that our family lived in because...
My back was hurting again. I was scared I wouldn't represent. I realize now that was just me psyching myself out because I finished the tour.
That was the last time we really worked as a dancer.
No. I worked as a swing in Shogun on Broadway. That had lots of dancing.
But you almost never went on, and the show closed after a short amount of time.
But then I booked Judas and danced full out in the Superstar number.
Why did you stop dancing?
I didn't stop. I even danced as the engineer in Miss Saigon.
Again, one number.
And look where dancing the American dream took us. Toronto. Stuttgart. In that gorgeous theater complex, where cast members taught class. I took some ballet.
Yes, that was great. Why didn't you keep that going? I wanted more.
Is that what you're angry about? Me not dancing?
That's what we spent our whole life getting ready to do. To dance.
And we did!
But only for a moment. When we got there, it was like going to Disney World and taking just one ride.
Is that how you see it? Wow. Oh my God, I guess he's right. We spent so much of our youth in a dance studio and did one major dancing role, and then I moved on. I left him, my young dream of being a dance star. I left him and moved on.
It's where we want to go. It's what we want to know. A magic kingdom where our dreams should come true. We spent restless nights imagining all the sights. Planned when we were there all the things we would do. But after, well, just one ride, though it had just begun, yeah, after just one ride, the journey was done, and the place we longed a lifetime to see is now a fleeting memory of just one ride. Not one drop of rain, never felt the strain of waiting on the line to get on that ride. Though it came to an end, thought we had days to spend, come rain or come shine, till we left satisfied. But after just one ride, there was no way to know. After just one ride, we would have to go. And waiting so long seemed so unfair, since all we did when we were there was take just one ride. But we moved on.
how lucky we were to get that one ride. You know, you're selfish. You're a brat. Though I was told dancing on a rigged stage is what hurt me, I still felt embarrassed, ashamed for breaking so young, for having a body that couldn't stand up to the work. So, it was amazing, of being more than healed, finding I could perform in other ways and get hired for it too. I assumed you were part of all of it. And you really didn't like any of the other rides?
I did, but it wasn't like the dancing we did our entire childhood. Yes, you managed to stay on stage, but you abandoned the one thing that brought us to the stage in the first place.
How about when I dance at parties? Weddings. Or clubs. That makes me feel young. Or how about when I choreograph and teach kids?
That isn't the same. Don't you realize that?
Look, baby boy. I would love to dance again. There are times I really miss it. But I'm at a stage of life where there's more than just dance on the line. I want to keep doing what I'm imagining myself doing right now as this old man. Stand and walk, and with style.
Sounds to me like you should start dancing again. Part of our big style.
Dance will always be our heart and soul. I can't remember the last time I did bar, let alone a class. It'll be nothing like it was. But I'll dance through the new hip I'm supposed to get. And through every new ache and pain that'll come along the way if you will calm down and stop being angry.
Okay, I will. No, come on, let's dance again.
Promise?
Some say it's never too late. I beg to differ. Most often longer you wait, doubt will win out. Next time you're ready to dance, your joints are stiffer. Delay for that second chance. You will surely shout, it's too late. But fuck it.
That's just the fact of the matter. It's too late. Fuck it. It's the time to dance. Strike while the iron is hot. Stand tall. Hope you don't turn out to be some sloppy drooler, and memory. You don't have it all.
It's too late, but fuck it. It's too late. That's just the fact of the matter, yeah. It's too late, but fuck it. Alright, a chance for fight. I use the time to dance till I die.
I used to be, I used to do, I used to have time to play, but I could have been, I should have done, I used to have. Now I wonder what, when I was young, when I did tricks, when I had guts, why I didn't try. Who will I be? How will I do? What will I have?
By the time I say goodbye,
Some say it's never too late.
I beg to differ. Oh, it's too late, but fuck it. It's too late. That's just the fact of the matter, yeah. It's too late, but fuck it. No, I'm not crying, no chance to fight. Rather use the time to dance till I die. No, I can cry, no chance to fight. Rather use the time to dance. Rather use the time to dance till I die.
I'm really sorry for my behavior. I just did a very interesting visualization, meditation, exercise like you asked me to do. And I think I have an idea about what's frustrating me, making me angry.
Those ballet shoes?
Yeah. I'm going to the gym and I'm going to add in doing a little bar.
So doing ballet will help you make nice with the coffee maker?
No. Well, maybe. Look, this may be crazy, and I don't know if this will lessen my temper or my outbursts, but I do know there's a part of me that has to do this. Old passions die hard, and this one has been fighting for my attention.
Okay, then go dance, you little monkey.
I think I'm right. I'm sorry for all this, but I'm working on it like you asked.
I hope it helps.
Me too. We will see.
Oh.
This is crazy. Of all times for me to want to dance again. Just when I know and can feel time doing its thing. You little jerk, why can't you just be happy with me shaking my ass when I'm out after a shot of tequila? Come on, it's too late, but fuck it, right? Wow. What if I had to dance again? I mean, really, dance again. What would I do? What could I do?
Okay, people, we are back. Who's next? You. So, you think you can still dance? Let's see it then. And music.
It's where you want to go. It's what you want to know. A magic kingdom where your dreams should come true. But after just one run, though it just begun, yeah, after just one run, the journey is done, and the place you've longed a lifetime to see is now the fleeting memory of just one run. Just one.
It might not be like how I used to dance. Might not be like how I wish I could still dance. But yeah, I can still dance.
If you're lucky, you know who you are, what you're here to do. Yeah, if you're lucky, you get to go far, make your dreams come true if you're so lucky. You get to be a star, feel the love for you. I was a lucky one, and though I got a ton, one thing I want when my days are done, if I could say how I'm gonna die.
My hand aside, let me do it by dancing. Take me how fast, you're short and sweet. Make my heart blast to a killer beat. If I can say how I'm gonna die.